Hey guys, my name is Willow and I'm the new Fiddler, and I feel like yesterday when I was making a video, I made a really long video for a Twitter follower of mine, and I feel like I really nailed something. So I want you guys to check this out. So let's hit the intro and get right to it. Go. Okay guys, so like I just said before the intro, I made a really long video for a Twitter follower of mine, and it's probably just going to get lost in YouTube's search engine because it is titled for him. There's no keyword, SEO keyword in there or anything, so it's going to get lost. And I feel like I hit on something when I was bowing. Like I did something awesome, and I didn't want it to just get lost in amongst this half an hour video. So I decided to cut out the one part that's gonna really benefit you with your bowing technique. So here it is. Oh yeah, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Cool. And also, I'm gonna do something really weird now. When we jump into the video, we're kind of jumping in like halfway through the video, so I'm doing something really weird, but I left it in because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Go. Alright, again, I'm looking at the screen. I apologize. Let me try and work this out. If I stand, wow, I just did a pirouette. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Okay, so. This is really difficult. Okay, I think I got it now. Okay. Let me see if I can do it without my violin. Okay, so when you're looking, sorry guys, knocking you all over the place. Okay, here we go. Okay, so when you're bowing, the most natural thing for your hand to do when you're not ready, so when you're not experienced, is to do this. This is the most natural movement for your hand to do. Like this. But the problem is that's actually incorrect bowing, because even though it is so natural for your hand to come down to the side of your body, it's incorrect. So when you're doing it, you need to almost aim, you come down the strings and then you want to push out. So almost like that. That's the kind of feeling you're getting, even though that is like very much over accented. This is the feeling you need to have. So this is the most natural. This is what people end up developing. Kind of like this. But what you want to do is over accent it, bend at the wrist. You can see here that the wrist is bending, and when it comes back up, the wrist is bending. Sorry that I'm over accenting so much, guys. But this is what you're aiming for. This is up and down. And then what you want to do is watch. So now that you're pushing, again, most natural feeling, but now that you have that feeling of pushing away from the body, you just got to watch how the bow is acting on the strings, because sometimes you could push too far out, and so that your bow is too far forward now. So what you want to do is, like, once you have that feeling, the bow, your hand is pushing away from your body, you then want to correct it so that it's just right. Just like that. Oops. Just like that. So now now I'm using the camera view, pretending that that's my eyes. And you can see that now, like, I'm bowing straight. But it can be very easy to come back to this sort of feeling. And a lot of the times what you find is you'll have straight bow, straight bow, straight bow, bent bow. So it'll always happen on the A and the E string. So when you're up here, it's much easier. There's still that feeling to do this. All right, so I'll just tip that down a bit. So how that looks now is like this. So I'm gonna first do the most natural bowing, like with how it feels naturally but incorrect. So let me just try and get this violin turned a bit. This is what it looks like when you over push the, you can almost see straight away that I'm over pushing. Okay, so. And it's a matter of trying to find the middle ground there. But again, okay, so I know it's been I've been talking for a while and like really focusing on this bowing, but bowing is so important. It's so important because once you have the stickers on, this is the easy part. It's the bowing that becomes difficult. Just one more thing about bowing as well is that a lot of beginners will have a problem with the old bow bounce. Now, the reason bow bounce happens is that this finger here is not giving enough downward pressure on the stave. Okay, so that's one thing that can be the problem. Now, the next thing is that you've got a straight thumb. You're not really holding, so your proper grip should be, so bunny rabbit ears. Mine tends to tilt towards the, sorry, I'm just striking the light here. So mine tends to have like a forward lean to the, so rather than having this perfect feel like that, mine does this, okay? But my pinky's always bent, and then underneath my thumb is sort of, maybe if I hold it up like this, yep. So my thumb is always bent, so nice banana thumb. Wait, that's no, banana thumb is the wrong one, sorry. Okay, but one of the biggest factors that I find that helps to stop bow bounce is that a lot of people when they bow try to keep the bow stave above their hair, so which gives you this kind of hand, okay? But what I find is that if you roll your hand forward so that the stave, the stick, is in front of the hairs, so it actually goes towards the front of the violin just a little bit, so that if we were to look at it from an angle like this, you can see the hairs. So that's what I do, is I roll it over a little. Maybe I'm pushing it forward a little bit too much, but that's one thing that I do, is I roll the stick forward. As soon as I'm like this and I can really feel that bow bounce coming through, especially on that A and E string when you're down here. When it's bouncing everywhere, I try to just roll my wrist forward as I play. So I'm just like, I just roll it forward straight away.